Three on the board for Connor Christensen, just adding to the list of 90s today. And here's Tikhon Polessky right behind him. And here he goes for his first run of the day, setting in nicely to turn one, maybe grabbing that inside clip just a little bit, but keeps it going on a nice line here. Dropping over that yellow line with the bumper just a little bit on the inside clip 3, up onto the rumble, but right onto the white line as he continues on. And across just a little bit shy, 87.7, but maybe a good tiebreaker for him as we move on to Tikhon Polessky. And fantastic initiation, the snap, and the way he held momentum there through it was incredible. Keeps it going. Really nice to the inside clips there. Last and final transition, and does have a slight bobble there from Tikhon Polessky as he crosses that finish.
The light goes solid and off we go. A good start there from Tikhon, almost walking away from Brandon at the start. Initiates in and throws it in. Look at that proximity gap after that inside clip. Still can't get there. Brandon's got to push up on Tikhon. Tikhon is a rocket out here. Brandon trying his hardest in that chase position, but doing a very good job. Tikhon putting that car exactly where it needs to go. The proximity's there on the door from Brandon. Out here is having Tikhon in the chase position. That is a scary thing to have behind you, that green S14. So we see Brandon get off the line, initiating in. There's Tikhon already right there on the door of Brandon Gardner. Brandon Gardner looking good through these first 3 clips so far. Look at that, rubbing wheel to wheel, door to door is Tikhon onto Brandon Gardner. Brandon Gardner's got to make this transition work, and there's Tikhon again right there on the door. Gives him a little love tap at the end, but Brandon... Lights go green, and underway we go for this battle. Polessky off to a good start. Tikhon right there with him as they initiate in. Good job there from Tikhon to keep that proximity and that distance. Look at that transition right along the bumper, right together with each other. Nice and close as Tikhon, but Abdulrahman doing a great job out front here, putting the car there. But look at that proximity there from Tikhon as they come across the chase. The lights go on and off they go. Good start there from Tikhon right away as they initiate in. A decent gap. Abdulrahman pushing way too hard, going off track and into the wall. Now it's all on Tikhon. Got to finish out this run. Even if the chase driver falls off and the lead driver still has to finish. So Tikhon's just going to get it here and do exactly what he needs to do to move in the lead position. Mustafa Amine in that Hankook S15, ready to give chase. Clean through the start gate and off they go. Tikhon off to a great initiation. Mustafa Amine really putting it to Tikhon there though. Oh, almost no room for that transition, keeping that proximity there, but losing a bit of ground as they come through the next inside clip, transitioning to that final outer zone. Mustafa Amine trying to get it back on the door of Tikhon. He does, all the way through that outer zone and cross the lead. Tikhon now giving chase. The light goes solid and off they go. Papa's got to have a very clean lead run here. Initiating in, Tikhon's already right there with them, almost on the door as they come through that inside clip to the outer zone. No room for that transition. Right back onto the door comes the robot himself, Tikhon Polessky. Look at that proximity from Tikhon. They make the transition into the final outer zone, and Tikhon is just right there on that door as they cross that. Here we go. Tikhon Polessky in the lead position, getting chased down by Alan Hines in that Pro Drift Academy S15. Initiating in, Tikhon Polessky right with them is Alan Hines, keeping it on the door as they come through that outer zone, making the transition through the next inside clip. Sacrificing a bit of that inside line was Alan, but still keeping it to the door of Tikhon Polessky as they come through that outside zone now. Look at that, right on the door, all the way through to the end. Who's going to move on to the finals, and who's going to have to go to that third place matchup battle? Alan Hines gets away good. Tikhon right with him as they initiate in. A little closer Tikhon is than Alan on the initiation as he sticks right with him, almost grazing the bumper as they transition up the hill. Tikhon is right along the door, rubbing the back quarter panel as they come across and transition one last time. Maybe a little tire drop there from Alan as they come through and holding it right to the door. Tikhon below. The lights go up and on, and off we go. Reese Tatterson laying down the throttle, initiating in. Tikhon right there with them, matching that angle as they come through that first inside clip. Maybe a little touch there from Tikhon as they come to transition one more time up that hill. Tikhon not leaving any rooms, keeping it on the door of Reese Tatterson. They transition now to that outside zone, leaving it nice and good. A little bit maybe a brake stomp there. Who will it be? For round 6, the Virtual Drift Championship, powered by Next Level Racing, sponsored by Tire Stacks and Grip Royal. Initiating in is Tikhon Polessky, looking good. Reese Tatterson getting all out of shape on that first turn, not leaving enough room for the transition. It doesn't upset the cyborg, the robot of Tikhon Polessky as they transition into that final outside clip. And look at that, Reese Tatterson all over his door, a couple more hits.